we went over was our bell wrap. Now, when we were first learning wraps, and this is good information for anybody that actually wants to teach, start wraps on the ground, because what we're doing right now is simulating the dart at full extension in the air, but for a beginner, it's way easier to just start it out on the ground. You want to make sure that you have a nice small reach, because again, it's at full extension. I'm going to do my A.OK. grip underneath, keep it nice, keep the grip nice and loose. I'm going to keep my lead hand relatively stiff, and I'm going to pull my anchor hand away from my lead hand to get the rope dart to do that. When I feel ready, or when I'm comfortable with that, I'm going to do the same thing, but the rope dart is now going to come behind my back. Notice that I let go with my lead hand as I do. As the rope dart comes out from behind my back, my anchor hand catches underneath, and my lead hand regains control of the rope. I would have a downspin. When I feel comfortable, I'm going to step forward with my lead foot, and I lift my ankle elbow up, and I pass the dart underneath my ankle elbow and have it come over my lead shoulder for a basic bell wrap exit shot. Next, we transition to our overlord. Same thing, we started with the rope dart on the ground. We're bringing out, real quick, trick of the trade with the bell wrap. As you're wrapping your body, bring your hand down to your waist. I don't want to forget to say this very important point. You don't want to bring your hand up here. Not that that's bad, it's just going to put you in a different wrap. And there's going to be a whole bunch of sexy things you can do there, but if you wanted to do a bell wrap, that's not it. So my hand comes down to my waist, meaning my lead hand comes down to my waist. I regain control of the line with my lead hand, under my anchor armpit, over my lead shoulder. After that, we went over our overlord wrap. Here, I'm going to bring my hand closer to my armpit, meaning my lead hand closer to my armpit as I do my overlord wrap. Everybody see that? So it's one down here for the belt, here for the overlord. We're putting our hands where we want it. There's no magic. You're making it happen. Here. I want to make sure that the rope dart is underneath my lead armpit, because this frees up my lead hand completely. And that's a good thing. Here. Once we got here, we implemented the pumping technique. We pump. When we're ready, comfortable, and have enough momentum, we send the dart up and catch it underneath, or we put our lead elbow underneath it, and we allow the leash to fall on top of it. From here, my lead foot would step back. I would do a single twine elbow shot over my lead side. We also saw that you could smash on it. Here, after that, we went over the dragon wrap. We're in a home position with a downward spin, because we know that 99.9% of all reported techniques start from this one position. We're getting like amens in the crowd, so we know it's true. From here, we're going to cast the dart underneath our lead armpit, have it come over our anchor shoulder, and we're going to lift our anchor arm up as a guide. Now notice that when I cast the dart, I let go of all my line. You don't want to have, we call this extra rope through the tail. When you do a dragon wrap, you don't want to have all that extra tail, because now you have no line to do stuff. Everybody sees that, right? So all the line comes out. I regain control of my lead hand. Now we went over the most boring of all dragon wrap exits, where we stalled, reversed the spin, step forward with our lead foot, anchor elbow, down out the lead armpit. The last wrap we went over was the dark scorpion wrap. I'm in my home position. This time I have an up spin. I'm going to step forward with my lead foot. I'm going to cast the dart over my anchor armpit and have it come out under my lead, over my anchor shoulder and have it come out under my lead armpit. Now, just to get that out there, my lead hand comes up, around, and catches underneath with this wrap. Now, we also took our anchor hand and we closed our loop. We found out closing our loops is super important for multiple reasons. Stacking wraps if you want, that someone mentioned. But another reason is that when you don't close your loop and you have all this extra line out, it's the quickest way to get the rope dart caught up in itself or or something. Like we said during the class, it's like taking this long thing that's all over the place and bringing it down and making it manageable. Close your loops, kids. Here, I step forward with my anchor foot. I cast the dart under my lead armpit and have it come out over my anchor shoulder for the exit of the dart scorpion wrap. And just real quick, so those are the wraps, and we did go over spins within wraps. So we found that we could get into, say, a belt wrap, we could do that body spin we did, and still do that exit shot. So know that any spin we did so far today can be put into any of the wraps we did so far today, which could be mixed with any of the shots we did today, and it's all big fucking party, it's great. And that's it, rope dart 103. Woo! Yeah! So we're starting 104, stacking wraps and empty knots, and like,